It's pretty easy to use JFLAP to study grammars. Let's suppose we want to do a grammar for this regular expression, A star, B star. So here's a grammar that I might use to represent A star, B star. S goes to SA or B, and B goes to little b, big B, or lambda. Yes, this is not actually a regular grammar. We'll talk about that in a minute, even though it is a regular expression. When you're using JFLAP, you cannot have these shortcut bars in here. So we need to change that S goes to B into kind of a full-fledged S goes to B, and that B goes to BB or lambda into just a B goes to lambda. And now let me show you how to put that into JFLAP. If we just click and create a new grammar, here's the window it gives me. I'm going to squidge this window down just a little bit so you can see what's going on here. And I'm going to click on under LHS for left-hand side, and I'm going to type S. And then I'll click on the right-hand side, and it just gives me a little arrow, and I'm going to type SA. And I'll do the next rule. S goes to, what do we got? B. And I'll go my next one, which is B goes to little b, big B, and big B goes to lambda. If I want to go to lambda, I can just hit tab, and it puts a lambda in there. So here's my language. The first thing I can do is I can click on the test menu and say test for grammar type, and it'll tell me if it's a regular grammar. Here it tells me it's a context-free grammar. That's something we haven't actually learned about yet, but you know it's not regular if it doesn't say it's regular. Of course, you know it's not regular because of this first line here, so I can change that. Instead of S goes to SA, I could say S goes to AS. And now that I've done that, if we do the test again, test for grammar type, oh, look, it says it's a right linear grammar. Ignore that part. It says it's a regular grammar and context-free grammar. So it'll tell you if it's a regular grammar in the parentheses here. Now you can do a couple of things here. You can do under input, you can say brute force parse. If you want to do that, what you can do is you can say, let me test something. Like, for example, let me test A, B, B. And I can say start. And then it tells me the string is going to be accepted, and then I can step through the tree that it's going to give me. So S goes to AS, goes to AS, goes to AS, goes to AS, and I'm just keep clicking the step button up here. S is now going to B, it goes to BB, it goes to BB, it goes to lambda. And it's all done. I can't step anymore. So that's one thing you can do here. I'm going to click on this X up here to get out of the brute parser. You can also do multiple brute force parse. Whoops, it's got some input from tests that I did before, but let me give it some more tests. Oops, let me click in here. I'm clicking in there and I'm typing. So you can click in here and you can type B. Let's try some that aren't in there. BBA is not in the language. I'm going to hit tab, and what else is not in the language? C is not in the language. I don't know what it's going to do with that C. It's got this thing here that says enter lambda. I have not had success with that. I think there's a little bit of a bug in there right now. So, but let's try 1B and 2 A's, and let's just try one more that's in there. Let's just try an A by itself. And you can say run inputs. Oops, string to parse has non-terminal C. So I'm not even allowed to put the C in there. But we could say B by itself. And let's run the inputs again, and it accepts that, but rejects the ones that it should reject. So like I said, you've been using JFLAP for a little while, so this kind of thing should be pretty straightforward for you.